from survival mode to strategy mode.
Yeah.
Today, we want to welcome you around the world as you're watching us live. There's something bothering us, and we're really worried about it today. My name is Tochukwu, and of course, by my right is Mr. Michael.
Yeah, you're welcome to the studio section. It's going to be a fantastic section today.
In fact, I wanted to roll my sleeves because this thing we're going to talk about, being survival mode to strategy mode, is something that has kept almost everybody, because when we talk about being on the survival mode, with something that we have to be strategic, we have to be intentional. So today's podcast at TD Studio Hub, we're live again for you, again bringing niches that are going to transform your life. And relax and enjoy the podcast.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic.
It's something that is really happening across the world and is affecting 80% of people around the world.
Yes. So let me give you a background of what we're saying today. We're going to be discussing. It's an interactive session anyway. Don't be too official. This is a normal discussion that we just felt people have been asking us to talk about this.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yes, a lot of people.
A lot of people have seen us email, DM us. Why you guys not talking? Seeing this this wahala, in Nigeria. This wahala in Nigeria. So today we decided to discuss about this thing, from survival mode to strategy mode. This is important. Why? Because the day you start thinking about today only, only thinking about how do I eat, how do I pay bills, how do I survive just for today. But life is not just about surviving today. But the day you start thinking about just tomorrow, futuristic, then you know that you have started the journey of growth.
A lot of people want to survive, just for today, and just for them to be okay, and eat their daily bread all the time. They don't want to think about the future, the tomorrow, that what is coming ahead. So they just want to be fine for today. So they don't care about what is upcoming. So it has really been something that is really affecting a lot of people.
I'm telling you,
a lot of people,
and I'm telling you.
So
you have heard from Michael speaking about this thing. It's something that is very deep. Honestly, it's very deep. Most of us come from families who come from a family background. There were no strategic planning, no strategic thinking. They're not thinking about what are they, for us as their children. They just bring us to the world, no thinking on how do we become better in life? How do we grow from where they raised us to become better, prosperous? What they were unable to achieve, how do their children achieve that? So if the day, as parents watching me, the day you start to be intentional in this thing, you will realize that you see your children strategically. That's why you see some people that choose their children, maybe they want them to study law, they want them to become a medical doctor. They want them to become, business entrepreneur. They want them to, to do something around technology or digital space, because most of them do not have that opportunity. So they train them, some of them to become footballers, entertainment industry, and then they are excelling. Why? Because they were strategic. Although there are some exceptional children that become something out of their own curiosity. They become curious in life and they're able to develop
themselves
passionately. Exactly. And become what they are today. Some are self-made. Some were influenced by their friends positively. So there are some that influenced them negatively. They went into a bad lifestyle. At the end, they regretted them. God forbid. For those who are listening to us today, we want to be digging into this thing. And then from a family side, to parental upbringing, and then, of course, to the political discussions, which is the next side. So what do you see? How do these people that are leading us, is there any way they are using this survival mood
to
really keep us
psychologically? They just want to keep us in one basket. They don't want us to, be exposed to certain things, so that because they will not be able to, control us the way, because this is not, what we have now is not leadership. It's just being imposing something on us. So because because there's so many things that we ought to be enjoying as a citizen that has a beautiful resources, beautiful, so that we are not enjoying at the moment. So, but psychologically we are being, tortured and we are being, dominated. That okay, you don't have the right to do this, you don't have the right to do that. Instead of us having a freedom in our own country and in our own environment where we grew up, we're supposed to have this kind of freedom and enjoy all the natural benefits given to us by God. But we don't have access to it. Instead of that, we are still being tortured, even with our resources and all of that. So that was why you see so many people, being destabilized and being disturbed, and they don't have any choice than to just move with the chain of that leadership, which is not, to me, it's not a leadership. It's just being controlled, and it's just being, you being tortured in what you are supposed to have freely. So with what we have and the beautiful natural resources that we have, we are supposed to be enjoying, but we are just not being exposed. And by the time we get to be exposed, a lot of things will change, and they don't want those changes. They don't want that transformation. They just want us to be kept in one particular place so that we can be, be controlled as they want. So, and some deep secret will not be able to be revealed. So while you are in one place, you'll not be able to, to know what is really happening, and you will not be able to change the mindset that you have before.
Wow, this is very deep, what you said now. So does it mean those political leaders, for example, Nigeria, were they intentional in terms of what you're saying? I'm not trying to connect the dot. Meaning, whatever policies they brings out, or some policies that they bring out, not all policies, to be fair with them, and those who are politicians. So, does it mean they are doing that intentional?
Yes. That's why I said, we don't have a leadership. We're supposed to have a servant, someone that will serve the nation. But now we are being imposed on so many things that we are supposed to have freely. We have the freedom to be enjoying naturally without any. So even we are still being, tortured on it. We are suffering from all those things. So it is intentional. I can say it is intentional, because that is what we are praying for us to have a good leadership that will serve us.
Exactly.
Because it's one of the qualities of a good leadership, to serve the citizen.
The citizen. So listen, if you're watching us right now, this thing is saying is real, especially in the third world where we live. Most of us were born there, or we have traces, blood lineage traces from those countries. We use Africa, from South Africa to Zimbabwe to Guinea-Bissau, to different, to Cameroon and all that. What he's saying looks like they're doing it. Those in the position of authority are doing that, so that we will not ask sensitive questions. And you see, the day you grow your mind, you have a shift of mindset. The day you transform this mind, the day the majority, say 70 to 50% of the populace of any country in Africa rise and grow their minds, and then challenge those in the position of authority intellectually. I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about intellectual challenge. The day they start to ask them questions of policy concepts, their manifestos for those in the political groups and all that, and then begin to ask them to their manifestos, the promises they made. The day they begin to question them, the day the citizen rise to ask questions. So what they're doing is that they kept us
in
at
the
survivor mode. Correct. That's the right word. That's the title we're speaking about. So how do you do that? When there's scarcity, when you cannot have constant power supply.
Exactly.
Now, to even have access to news, to have access to the information of what they're doing, you are at the dark stage of life, because you are not even aware what are the policies they're bringing, what is the impact of that policy. There's no debate, there's no analysis of people brainstorming, groups, youth, women, main pressure groups coming together, NGOs, to demand for accountability, to demand for explanation. And so when they kept you or kept myself or yourself in that survivor mode, when you don't have electricity, when you don't have good road, when you don't have trained stations that are functional and a very modern transportation system, when the cost of living is high.
It's very, very high.
So when every news you hear is all bad and negative, kidnapping, killing, all kind of evil things, when you begin to hear those news, what has happened? It opens your brain, our mind, and our thought and focus. So we focus on, how do I eat today?
How do I survive?
You see that what the psychological warfare these guys are waging against you. Psychologically, you are being demoralized. When you wake up in the morning, you want to go out, you can't see transportation, a good transportation system. You can't sit properly in the bus. You don't even have government buses. Like
basic amenities.
Basic amenities. When you go overseas where you have train, from every stations, you have train, some with full loaded AC. If it is cold, you have heater. If it is hot, the AC is on. And so you elderlies, they have room for them to where they can get inside. Those with handicaps, they created room. Who are the people that did? The government. It's not the private sector that do that. The government provides those basic amenities. So what we see here is politics. Politics without service. Politics without face, human face.
Exactly.
So it's all about survivor. Even the politicians, some of them are survivor mood.
Exactly.
Because how did they? What do I mean by? Why are they in the survivor mood? For those who are not at the center of power, so they want to retain their seats. You can see them in a panic mode right now. Majority of them in the panic mode. That's why it's all kind of mass movement. These are psychological warfare. You have the power to cage you, to put in a survivor mode. Because the only way you can make decisions in a rush is when you are in no option, no strategic thinking.
So naturally, because the environment and where we meet ourselves has really changed our mentality and has already activated our survivor mood. So whereas we're not even thinking about what will happen in the next 3 days,
you don't know.
We're thinking of how to survive now, not how to get out of what is happening.
Oh my God. This is monster. This is real big monster.
In fact.
So it's not just about ordinary people right now. It's almost all of them. The elites, they put them in the survival. The business men, entrepreneurs, everybody's on all panic mode. It should be panic mode.
That is why we see a lot of corruption. Every sectors. Because everybody wants to survive now. Whereby you want to have just to live at the moment and just to survive what at the moment. So there's no focus on there's nothing to be strategic.
Strategy. No
just want to survive at the moment. No plans. Nothing. So naturally, we are all 80%, 90% of are on the survivor mode.
Oh my goodness, this is a gory situation. So listen, what we're talking about here is very, very pathetic. But again, that's what we found. So you find everybody striving to survive. Pay bills. You're lucky you build house. You're lucky you buy. Maybe you are mobile. You'll be able to afford the cost of buying vehicles. Now it's even some people cannot even afford it because it's too expensive because of inflation.
Highly expensive.
So the thing we're talking about here, listen, if you're among those who are making this policies or intentionally put your countrymen or women into panic mode because of your selfish interests, the ego of whatever you want to achieve. Listen, stop that nonsense. Because some people know what you're doing.
They will know.
People know what you're doing, man. Come on. How long are you going to fool everybody?
Exactly. You cannot fool us forever.
Fool everybody forever. At the end of the day, what you're trying to preserve is going to boomerang one day.
One day
it's going to boomerang because there will be a day of reckoning, which means you'll be out there. Someone will begin to ask those sensitive questions. People will begin to ask for accountability.
Why you were there?
Well, exactly. So if you opportune to find yourself in a
good position,
do something, man. Do something. Do something, because at the end of the day, we don't want any country to be in crisis.
Exactly.
Belong to this party, this one. Come on, stop that petty politics. Come
it's not
on,
going to work.
It's nonsense.
Stop. You have to stop it.
You are listening to us. If you hear what my guest said, my colleague said, you have to stop that nonsense, man. It's irritating now. It's irritating.
Very, very disgusting.
I mean, it's very petty. Most of you guys are PhDs. Some of them are doctorate degree holders. Highly educated. Why are you being petty? Why are you being petty? Come on.
Stop that selfish interest.
Consider the poor children in the village.
In the village, yes.
Come on, we have more population of people in the rural areas.
Yes, than urban
areas. Yeah. They don't understand what they're doing.
Exactly.
And that's the kind of people they are trying to manipulate. They're manipulating the words.
Exactly.
Because those guys can't.
They can't think beyond.
Yeah, just food to eat. They just want to eat.
Go to the farm.
Exactly.
Eat. And, plan for the next day, go and sleep. That day will solve itself. Another day will solve itself.
Daily bread. As God, we pray to God.
Yes.
Give us our daily bread. God, please touch these guys' heart. Touch their heart. I hope they are listening to us. Come on. If they are enjoying this type, survivor mood must go. Just type survivor mood must go. Listen, we don't have any coloration of anything. We're just enjoying.
We are not into politics. We are not into anything. We are just saying it.
Relax,
it's a reality of life.
Don't put blood pressure on your blood. There's no need for these things. Life is meant to be enjoy and be happy.
Yes.
Some be too over serious on politics.
Yes.
Be too overzealous politicians. Imagine if they channel that Michael to governance.
Exactly.
Imagine if they channel that sleepless night.
Yes.
This one must come here.
Exactly.
I need this man to come here so that I can get this area. Imagine if they map out in economic policy, strategic thinking.
Everybody.
Imagine if they bring the youths, put them in one box and think strategically.
Exactly.
Imagine that in the next 5 years.
The country in fact, the development we rise up to about 80%.
Oh my God.
Because this thing is, what we are saying here is just, for the betterment of the country.
Honestly.
Everybody should be entitled to freedom.
Yourself.
Everybody. So what is affecting this thing is affecting everybody. So if this thing is, if we are able to be intentional about what we are doing, and and we are liberal, and have the kind of the fear of God, and you are seeing the love you have is being transmitted to another person. You don't want to see your neighbor
exactly
in the survival
mode. So there's no need.
There's no need for that.
There's no need,
because you cannot stay there forever.
No.
It doesn't last long.
Whatever
it's just
you
for
have,
the meantime.
and even if you have, let's assume you accumulate whatever different ways you accumulate the money you are looking for, and then you see the majority of the people around you are poor. You're not free.
You're not free,
and that's why you see they're kidnapping people here.
Exactly, you're not free
to collect ransom.
Exactly.
Imagine if the wealth is being redistributed. Do you think somebody will go and kidnap somebody for what?
Exactly. Nobody will do that.
Nobody will do that.
All those things are not happening in the first world country.
Why would you kidnap somebody? What happens there is to bring your intellectual reasoning. Then, so your statement is ready to help
to assist you
to be whatever you want to be, exactly. So long as it's going to benefit the community.
When there's no opportunity, think in a survival mode.
That's the thing now.
You don't want to be strategic.
That's the thing.
So you just want to survive and just be fine. But all those things really affects.
No, it's true.
That's really affecting a lot of people mentally and psychologically.
In some countries, for example, UK, Canada, USA. That's what they call NGO. The churches we have in some Africans, we call it churches.
NGO, yes.
They are NGO overseas.
Yeah.
Those guys, the government has money allocated every year
for them.
Every budgetary year. For them. Why? Because they are taking people from crime.
Yeah.
Refine them through the word of God.
Yeah.
So the government give them money
for that. They compensate them.
Yes. Because once government don't want criminal crime, so they want to reduce crime. In their country, in their vicinity, in their communities, their provinces.
Yeah.
So what do? They know that those NGOs has a lot of influence on the members or the group they belong.
Yeah.
So they have massively. So what do? They apply for funds. That fund will be given to them. They channel that fund in human development, capital development, teaching them on how to become better, refining those who are into drugs, those are taking some hard substance, they'll be refining them. So when they refine them, they become good in the society. So what we do here now is that your policies are criminalizing your citizens indirectly, but you don't even know. So what you're doing is that you're building more criminals.
Yeah, day by day.
And you think that by the gun, or by carry this, it will not stop those things.
Never stop.
Go to the roots. The root is governance, redistribution of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Looking at strategically allocate men to different regions.
Yeah.
So people will feel your presence.
Yeah.
I was in Canada one certain time. I was discussing one man. I said, how can you leave some certain communities and states? No industry. Nothing. Manufacturing is not going on there. So how do you take those people that are every day they are giving birth out of the streets? Imagine if you strategically put industries in those states based on their economic, equilibrium, where they are good, comparatives.
Yeah.
You put them there. If they are good in manufacturing, or soil or farming, strategically put them what they want.
Yeah.
And they grow.
Yeah.
And another state, they grow.
Same thing.
Another state, they grow.
Same thing. Yeah.
Why would they be running to even political posts would be diminished?
Nobody would be passionate to
go into politics. So these guys, that's why we're talking about survival mode.
Yeah.
So they put the youth in survival mode. They can use them to rig elections. They can use them to go and kill their opponents.
Yeah.
Did you see the evils that these guys are creating? They don't even know what they're doing.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, within 4 years, 8 years, you're out of place. What happened to the consequences of your action? Ladies and gentlemen, do people ask questions? It's horrible.
Horrible. Terrible.
It's better. What we're talking about here should be a national discourse.
It's a national discussion. It should be a national discussion. It's something
that should shift away their mind from holding on to positions.
Yeah.
Think, how can you change what you made? How can people live happy, irrespective of their religion?
How can people enjoy what we have? Common things that we have.
So, guys, Michael, your input on this, because we are going to be right now.
Yes.
And we hope to continue this discussion. Probably invite someone
to come and share
maybe some of them to come and share their input and their perspective of what we're discussing. Because this survival mode, this panic mode that we always have. Right now, everybody's on panic mode. 2027, 2020 this, 2020 that.
Yeah.
What are you planning now that will take you to 2027? What are you doing that will take you to 2027? No roadmap. We don't even know where we're going. They said a man who does not know where the rain starts to beat him up will not know when the rain stopped.
Yeah.
If you don't know where the rain started to beat, how do you know where it stopped? Right. So, Michael, your perception on that as we wrap up.
Yeah, because what I'll just have to say is that our leaders that that are leading us,
right,
is just lead us right. That's the best thing.
Right.
Because we deserve to be happy.
Yes.
And we deserve to enjoy what we have. It is God that put it, that has provided all these resources that we should be enjoying. US has their own.
That's right.
UK has their own. Nigeria has their own. And there's a reason why we are being, born here. So we cannot want to be a place in our country. And one thing is that most of those people that are traveling out of the country are not happy. They don't want to leave their country, but because of what is the situation, the economic situation on the ground, the survival mode.
Correct.
They want to leave the survival mode. They want to go to upgrade to strategic mode. That's why people are traveling. Please just help us. Lead us right, please. I beg with the beg. Please, just help us, please.
You see, what he's saying is very profound. A lot of people have left offshore of Nigeria, not because they are happy. Or probably in Ghana, South Africa, and some other countries that are having this docile leaders. So guys, if you're listening to this, and even if in your personal homes, those who run businesses, and they're still having small mind, because to me, I call them small mind. Because if I have a big mind, you should think beyond all these petty things. We're all here. We come from different backgrounds. You're from Yoruba. And so we don't even remember language.
Exactly.
We don't even remember background. Exactly. What we think about all the time is what is the best thing we can what is your input on this?
Exactly.
What idea do you have?
Exactly.
And that's what is move you in the marketplace. Most of you guys if you do this here in Nigeria and get away with it, go to any countries that you're running to.
Exactly.
And bring that mindset there. And they will jail you straight away.
Exactly.
Because they don't want you to come and create confusion.
Exactly.
Because that's what they call. You are talking without even your behavior. You are talking without being associated with us. They call it tribalism. That you are very racist.
Racist.
It's just by men talking. Like you hear some people listen to them on radio, on TV, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" These guys are racist in their approach to everything. So when you go over there, they don't care about whether you're black or white. And even if they identify anybody who is being racist, it's dealt with by the system. There's the laws that guide against those things. So if you speak anything negative against somebody because of their race, because of their color, because of their tribe, there are laws that will deal with you. But here people talk maliciously against other tribe, against other religion, and even attack them. And there's no punishment for those things. Come on, man. Come on. Listen, if you are among those in the position of authority, whether from any kind of position, local government, state government, or federal government, listening to us, come on, you can do better.
Exactly.
Don't compromise on any position you're given to. You got a name to protect. Do not say you want to protect ABCD. That ABCD one day will leave you.
Exactly.
But your name, your lineage, your history, your legacy, what you left behind is what the world will remember you. Not just in Nigeria or in Africa, but all over the world.
Exactly.
The name will still be remembered for what he did. The great people like Awoz and the rest of Zeke and the majority of them that
Nelson Mandela.
Yes, exactly. Nelson Mandela and the apartheid policies and the rest of them. Even though they are dead, they still
remember them.
So if you left it back,
you will still remember. You'll be remembered for what you have done.
Exactly. So what we're talking about here is a serious matter. We're going to be continuing. This is episode 1. So when we have episode 2, we invite a guest who is going to be looking into this. And hopefully you will follow us, like, share, and don't forget to share. Don't forget to comment. And if what we said resonates with you, please put your comment, question, and then we will respond to you.
Definitely.
Do have a great day. My name is Wale, and of course, Michael.
We love you.
And then the crew, we thank you guys for being at behind the microphone.
Thank you. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, man.